Hi everybody, I'm Liz Agri and I'm joined here today with...
I'm Joshua Pesantes and we are real estate agents here in New York State.
So this is going to be our very first episode of our new podcast called The New Agents in Town.
That's right, The New Agents in Town.
So stick around, it's definitely going to be an interesting journey, but I hope you guys come along with the ride.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm actually really excited to get into it because I don't even know what you did before real estate. I would like to know. And what are your goals being here at this company?
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. And I would also like to know about you.
Yeah.
I didn't met you before in the
Yeah.
podcast room.
So let's get right into it. What were you doing before?
So prior to Keller Williams as a real estate agent, the first thing that I did, I became a taxi driver.
Okay.
I was doing that for quite a bit, for probably about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm making, a good decent amount of money, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like it was for me. I feel like I really need something better for my lifestyle.
Right.
I wanted to do something that it fits me of who I believe that I am.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to get into business.
Mm-hmm.
And having the opportunity to become a real estate agent, I saw a path for me to learn a lot about business, having good relationships with attorneys, lenders, inspectors, and a huge world of good relationships.
Right.
How about
right.
you?
So mine's actually, I'm like all over the place before I got into real estate. I am. So I'm actually fairly young. I'm 22 years old.
Okay.
But before I decided to get into real estate, I was actually in college for about maybe a semester and a half.
Okay.
And I was studying a lot of topics while at college. Like I bounced around from topic to topic. At one point I studied criminal justice, then I switched to physical therapy. And
Wow.
none of them worked out.
Not even.
That's why
not
I'm
even
here.
Close.
No. So I mean, listen, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I decided to drop out of college. I took about a year break, just kind of thinking about what I wanted to do with my life. And that's when I actually had a job opportunity to work for Michael Kors.
Oh, interesting.
So I worked there for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, the store closed down. It did. But actually, it was
not for you, right?
I actually loved that job. I really did. I enjoyed it so much. And it actually brought me a lot of experience, like talking with clients, because that's what we did at Michael Kors. It was more of a connection-based job, which I loved because I love connecting with people. But like I said before, sadly, the store closed down, and that actually forced me to really dive deep and think, what do I want to do as a career? And that's why I'm here right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has to go through their path. They have to try to figure out what to do after high school, I guess.
Absolutely.
And it happened to me also. Like my dream since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a pilot.
Really?
Be able
Oh my
to,
gosh.
go up there and drive around people.
What
like
stopped you?
So basically, I still have that dream in my mind.
Yeah.
But the thing is that part into the financial part into my family was not that the best for me to be able to go and study to be a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
And become a great pilot. I would want it to be the best.
Yeah.
But eventually it'll come.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to learn a lot about business, and I saw it was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. This is a new opportunity that I can have to learn a lot and also build a lot of relationships, which I also like to talk a lot with people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have a good personality to be able to know new people easily.
Totally.
And then later be able to by myself pay my own course to become a pilot. And that dream's still there.
Really? Oh my
Yes,
gosh. Maybe
definitely.
you could fly me out one day.
One day.
I think I always knew deep down, even as a child, which is crazy to even say, but I knew that I wanted to be a business owner. And you're gonna ask oh, well, how did you know? You're
Right.
a child. You don't know what you want.
Yeah.
No. There was something in me that knew, hey, I did not want to work a 9 to 5. I am not gonna settle for that. I want to do big things with my life.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And I've been like that since a kid. I've had these big dreams where oh, I want to live in this mansion here. I want to live this. I want to have that. And it's actually so crazy because now as a 22-year-old, like I'm actually making those dreams a reality right now.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. When you have the ability to dream it and the power to speak it, things come true. And
Yeah,
it takes some job, takes some work, but it'll come. Eventually it'll come.
So about my father, I actually have to thank him because he actually is like the backbone to like all my motivation with business. He would point out like the neat like landscaping and like all the modern like, mansions, right?
Right.
And he'd be like, oh, like Liz, like look at that house, look at this house, right? And I didn't know, like as a kid, it like low-key programmed me to think that like, hey, this is achievable. Like people actually live this lifestyle. Like it's not impossible.
Right.
But as a kid, I didn't know that. I was just like, wow, like look at all these nice houses.
So much.
Literally, and like I actually don't even know if he knows what he did to me, but like it really inspired me to dream big and to work hard for the nice things.
Yes.
Why did you get into real estate?
So the reason why I went into real estate is because I love working with people, and I like having to share that feeling of emotional feeling of purchasing a home for them and their family, and it's a very emotional part where it's like it's like finally I was able to buy a home. I was able to bring my family to a better environment.
So you like connecting with people. You like connecting with people. You like, for instance, like collaborating,
right?
Meeting new people, and just overall like bringing happiness to others. I think that's what really drives people in this business.
Right. And be able to help also people around that are looking to whether to buy or sell or rent, and they don't know the process. There are a lot of people out there that they don't know what's the process, and it's normal.
Right.
That's why we are here to help them and show that that we can provide value to their families, to help them, whether it's buying, selling, or renting, like I said.
Right.
And my part, I like to working with buyers because I can have the opportunity to teach them to the steps and help them, advise them, given good ways to how you can buy a house, to be able to connect them with lenders who are valuable and people who can provide valuable information, and it's going to be playing an important role as well to these families.
Absolutely. And it's crazy because most people, when they think what work real estate agents do, they just think 24/7, we're on the phone, it's all jokes, ha ha ha.
Yeah,
it's
I've always heard about it.
We stick a sign in the yard and call it a day. It's like, no, it's so much more than that. You know what I mean? It's really, you have to build a connection with people in order for them to even work with you. And they tell you straight up, even in like real estate school, they're like, this is one of the hardest businesses to like succeed
get into,
in.
right?
Yeah. And knowing that, we still decided to pursue it. Why? Because we love working with people. We genuinely like building that connection with people.
Definitely.
I think that's the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, everything is hard in life, but if you really love what you're doing, that's the key to succeed.
I don't know if it's just like being a business owner, but it really doesn't even feel like a job. Like I wake up every day. I mean, I have a hard time waking up in the morning. That's just because I'm not a morning person. But I wake up every day and I'm excited to get to work. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like I gotta go to the office. It's like, no.
Going to the office.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that. It's like I want to help people and I'm happy to do it. So that reflects in my work.
Right? Yeah. Definitely.
I'm so used to having like a set schedule. Like even when I worked for Michael Kors, I had to be there at this time. I leave at this time. It's like, no, as a business owner, you make your hours.
Yes.
And I had to get used to that. I was like, damn, I have to decide? Well, damn, I'm going to work 24/7. I want to work every day.
Yeah.
I don't want to limit myself. I want to make my dreams a reality.
Yes, definitely. Yes, and also make others people's dreams reality.
Absolutely. That's what the job is all about.
We're of course gonna start bringing more valuable information to you guys. Everything about real estate.
Absolutely.
Any questions that you might have, please, leave it on the description, and we're gonna be more than happy to help you with that. So that was a little bit about ourselves, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We're gonna start bringing a lot of things, valuable information to you and your family and friends, neighbors, whoever wants to come and join us.
Yeah.
And just to give you a heads up, we're gonna talk about real estate. We're gonna talk about interest rates. We're gonna talk about what's the market out there, and of course, we're gonna bring a little bit of comedy things. Of course, we're gonna bring in for
some
you guys.
personal stories to keep you guys entertained. We don't want to always talk about real estate.
Yeah, right. Not everything
yeah.
has to be serious and boring. Right? We can talk about a lot of things for you guys.
Yes.
So, and also you can have, bring a few ideas for us. If you something you would like us to talk about it, you're free to leave it on the description, and we're gonna be more than happy to share it.
Absolutely. I'm actually so excited to kick off next episode.
Definitely, yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
So stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
See you next one.